Do you desire to turn your passion into income? Connect with other creative souls who also dance to the beat of their own drum? I'm Marie-Nicole, and I'm devoted to combining beauty, uniqueness, and connection in everyday living experiences. As a creative professional and Dharma coach, I help people connect to the truth of who they are and facilitate them in embodying their uniqueness. It is my hope in this podcast that I inspire you to live your life on your terms and earn your income through being uniquely you. After all, it's the unique thread that we each contribute to the collective tapestry that creates the whole. It feels so good to be back in this space, producing podcast episodes again. The little break away from creating content was unplanned, but absolutely necessary. And now it feels necessary to return back to podcasting once again. I have spent the last few months finding flow, balancing freelance and contract work. I let go of dedicating time to the podcast because honestly I was making a decision from a place of fear and scarcity. With all of the big changes taking place in my personal situation, there have been so many conflicting commitments and decisions to make. So I thought it would just be simpler to focus on doing work that has an immediate return on investment of time in order to pay the bills and to buy me time to realign when it came to the new direction my business is taking, especially after closing my commercial space and letting the next phase of my life's journey reveal itself to me. After many years of planning, working towards set goals, I'm feeling really pulled towards leaning into the unknown more and letting the magic of life reveal to me what I couldn't have imagined for myself. That doesn't mean I'm sitting back and doing nothing and waiting to have what's next served to me on a silver platter. I've been using this time to dive deeper into truly connecting to the essence of who I am now, after all the complexity of my life's journey has taught me, and how I am here to serve the collective with that potent medicine that now resides deep inside of me as a result. The biggest initiation of my life's journey has been my most recent, going from a prominent contributor to my local community, spending the first 12 years of living in this region actively contributing by volunteering on committees, as well as creating a commercial space that then became an experience locals were proud to share with their guests visiting the region. Then closing that space as a part of the flow-on effect of my marriage of 24 years coming to an end. My former husband also being a prominent contributor to our local community. So finding myself with most of what I was known for stripped away, leaving me feeling like a stranger in the town I call home. 3 months ago, I started a journey into the Gene Keys Pearl sequence. Through their online retreat, the focus of this sequence being the true nature of prosperity, guiding us through a personalized map of how we are designed to prosper in life. With only 1 month to go, I look forward to seeing what blossoms from this, as I have gained so much more clarity and insight into what this journey of life so far has been leading me towards, all the beautiful and challenging experiences alchemizing into gold. On the business front, I have found my rhythm as a digital guide and have been honored to work with many inspiring business owners doing business to their own beat. It has been an opportunity to be of service, taking my learnings and experiences from the last 25 plus years of business, using it to help others find clarity and flow in their journey, which has been so fulfilling and is one of the reasons I really wanted to get my podcast back up and running. Another reason is that even without producing episodes for several months, I have had a remarkable number of downloads, making me realize that dedicating time to this platform is also a part of my service to the collective. Sharing the stories of others who are also successfully doing business to their own beat and living a fulfilling service-driven life, taking care of their health and well-being while serving others with their unique gifts. I have some very inspiring guests lined up and look forward to interviewing more and sharing those chats with you. Starting with next week's episode, a recent chat I had with Daniel Reagan about combining mysticism and business, trusting in the magic of life and leaning into the unknown. It was interesting to hear Dan say that self-doubt still came into play even after all of his years of shadow work and establishing a career through being uniquely himself. And now I mention this as it's something I've been hearing a lot through my coaching of micro and small business owners, and even I myself experience still. That little voice that pops up and says, "Are you sure about this? You sure you're making the right decision here? It's going to be pretty embarrassing if it doesn't work out." And yes, there are times things don't work out exactly as I hoped they would. And that interview with Dan was a great example of this, for me personally, as I was so nervous after having an unplanned break in podcasting to then ask someone at his level of success in his career to come onto my podcast and share his story and wisdom gathered over the years so that we being you and me, could learn from those who have traversed their own pathless path before us, tripping over, getting up again, dusting themselves off to continue navigating their way through the unknown, reaching peaks, then heading back into valleys to rise again at the next peak as inspiring examples of living an aligned life, which does not mean there's a clear line of sight from the beginning of the path to the destination. I myself have found that some of the most challenging paths have led to the most magical destinations, and that the challenges experienced along the path make me appreciate the destination even more. I'm speaking both literally and metaphorically here, which is something I feel is cultivating for me personally, especially with the experience of letting the accumulated layers that were no longer serving me drop away over the last 2.5 years. You know that question of where would you like to see yourself in 5 years? Well, I include a question similar to this in my coaching intake form, as I think it's beautiful to dream ahead. However, 5 years ago, what I would have imagined would not have been this. But I have to say, 5 years later, being in a position where I get to press the reset and recalibrate button on so many aspects of my life, including my business, it's a lot more liberating in the present than I'd have imagined for myself back then. Of course, I'm still very much in the transmutation process and am experiencing that feeling of liberation in small bursts as I detach threads of entanglement from my past existence, 1 or 2 strands at a time. What I feel now that I don't believe I could have imagined I would be experiencing at this time in my life's journey is a sense of excitement around the unknown. 5 years ago, I operated from a place of planning around desired outcomes. Now I am operating from a place of connecting to the feelings in the present, which direct me towards the next steps to take. Which is why I did a course in voice activation early last year, reacquainting myself with the unique vibration of my own voice. Now these practices from that course are a part of my self-care regime, using sound healing from within, working with my whole body instrument to create sounds of healing, which then led me to approaching my yoga practice with a new vision, moving my body in a way that realigns my energy centers and allows the vibration to flow through it with greater ease. I've also attended a variety of sound healing and breathwork sessions, enjoying the magic others create with their unique gifts, while connecting with people I may not have connected with otherwise. The beauty of all of this is that 5 years ago, my vision for the future was very much contained within the Yass Valley. And I used to say I'm challenged by having both roots and wings. But now, as a free spirit, not tethered to any one place, I recognize that spreading my wings enables me to scatter the seeds far and wide from the blossoms that life has gifted me. And those seeds that take root will leave behind a piece of me in places where those seeds are meant to thrive. I belong nowhere and everywhere at the same time. For those of you who have listened to my previous episodes, you will have heard me say that you are your business's greatest asset, which is why I believe we need to take care of ourselves as a priority, as we cannot serve from an empty cup. For those of you who are new to the podcast, you may wish to go back and listen to past episodes, as they could serve to support you on your journey too. But I have to say, I am not the same person I was when I first started this podcast, and I'm not even the same person I was when I recorded the last episode, as I've continued to embrace opportunities and experiences that support me in growing, expanding, and evolving, which is what this journey of life is about, right? My mission through this podcast is to provide inspiration and information that can ignite in you the drive to follow your passion and to see your dreams as a part of the role you are here to play in the collective, as how you contribute with your unique gifts, and also see what you desire to create as achievable and necessary, as we all have our unique gift to contribute to the collective tapestry. So on that note, if you wish to be supported in your journey of growth and expansion, building your confidence in doing business to your own beat, I'd like to share a couple of ways that I can offer my support that don't require a big investment on your part and can serve as an introduction to how investing in coaching can mean that you have someone by your side who really supports you through your journey and helps you achieve those next steps and realize your dreams. One being as a digital guide through the Digital Solutions Program, a government-funded initiative serving micro and small business owners. If you're in New South Wales, Australia, and have an ABN, run a for-profit micro or small business, even if you're just starting out, for a small fee of $45 plus GST, when you select the All Access option, you receive up to 4 hours of one-to-one coaching, focusing specifically on your needs in the digital space. You can even just sign up for the Light program, which is free, and get access to the library of resources and join in with the community and connect with others traveling the same uncharted waters as you. By signing up to the program through my affiliate link, whichever option you choose, All Access or Light, you'll also be supporting the production of this podcast, as I will receive a small fee for bringing you into the program. If you're not in New South Wales and you would like one-to-one business and wellness coaching ad hoc, you can book this via the service that the Rural Woman is now supporting. This option is for ad hoc coaching, a 1-hour session for $121, and you can do that whenever you like. The difference here is that you get to focus on what would be most supportive to you right now. And that may have nothing to do with your digital presence, but instead focusing on building your confidence or overcoming imposter syndrome. You'll find links for these in the show notes, and as I said, it's a really good, affordable introduction to what working with a coach can do to support you in your journey. And then you might decide to invest deeper into coaching because it is serving you so well. But this serves as an introduction. So until next week, stay inspired to live your most aligned life, allowing yourself to be guided by the feelings in the present as you lean a little more into the unknown. And let the magic of life reveal to you what you could not have imagined for yourself. Thank you so much for your time. I know how valuable it is, and I hope you got value out of listening to this podcast. If you are looking for a coach to support and guide you through your own unique journey of creating a life you love, then reach out for a connection call. And if you'd like to connect with other creative souls in person by joining us at a workshop, a retreat, or to book a unique shopping experience here at Creators Nest, I run those by appointment. So check out the website for more details. The link is in the show notes. Oh, and please leave a review. I'd love to hear any insights or inspirations that were activated in you from this podcast. And I look forward to drumming, dancing, or soaring alongside of you.